The No Fate channel, checking in. And today I want to talk about TubeBuddy. Is TubeBuddy worth it? And I specifically want to discuss my experience over the past month with their first base level tier paid programming tools and applications to help you decide if it's worth your hard-earned money. Now, my channel, the No Fate 24/7 YouTube channel, it's just dedicated to me. I go over health, fitness, and I go over my hectic dad life, and it's just something that is a labor of love over the past 3+ years. And recently, the past month, I actually paid for TubeBuddy's Tier 1 programming. It only cost $7, and I went through it. I did as much as I could with it, and I'm here to report back to you. As YouTube creators, obviously, we love sharing our content, providing useful information, fun, comedy, all those good things. But we really want people to find our videos. And unless you're one of the big dogs on the top of the hill, YouTube doesn't make it very easy to get above a lot of the noise that is out there. So we're always looking for ways to utilize titles and tags and thumbnails to maximize our potential to be seen. Because if a tree falls in the woods, and no one's there to hear it, it doesn't make a sound, and we want to make a sound with our content. So up to this point, over the past 3 years, I have been using TubeBuddy's free program. And if you're not familiar with TubeBuddy, it is a web-based application that runs in the back of your browser, allowing you to search for or to rank titles and tags and to get ideas and help you generate ideas for your videos and give you ideas on what's going to be popular, what's going to be seen versus what's going to just rot on the vine. Now, when you give a dog a bone, you don't want to hear how it tastes. And up till a month ago, I had been using TubeBuddy for free, and since I didn't pay anything for it, I thought it was a pretty useful tool, again, considering the cost. At that point, I ended up just signing up for the 1-month subscription on their base level. They've got like 3 or 4 base levels, and I really want to focus on the bottom tier because I only paid $7, and for many of you, hey, $7, that's nothing for a month. That seems pretty reasonable. Unfortunately, my experience over the past month has been that there was really not any more benefit after using TubeBuddy. Now, just as a reference, I tend to put out 4 to 5 videos a week. So over the past month, I put out 20 videos. I have not seen an increase in viewership. I haven't seen an increase in subscribers. I haven't seen an increase in watch time at all. And I used all of the tools that they offered at that baseline. The biggest thing that they offered, at least for me, was the fact that you can search unlimited amount of titles. Typically with the free version, you only get like 10 or 20 searches in a day before they cut you off and you have to wait until the next day to be able to search more titles. And this way I was able to search as many titles as I wanted and drill down even further to see which words and which phrases would pop a little bit more. Also, one of the things when you are uploading your content and you're putting in tags, typically the free version of TubeBuddy offers you the top 3 tags to pick, and then it hides the rest. The paid for baseline version just opens all of the tags up that they have for suggestions. Unfortunately, those tags, although they were good suggestions, they were either fairly obvious, ones that you probably would have thought of anyway, or they weren't relative to your actual content. TubeBuddy obviously does the best they can with your video and your title and your description to create the best tags for you, but they're really not that relative, especially when you remove the top 3 and you remove the obvious ones that you would have used anyway. Overall, I have to say that I was not happy with my $7 expenditure. I just didn't feel like I got $7 back. Keep in mind, $7 isn't a lot of money, so my expectations were fairly low, but I just didn't get anything other than I really would have gotten with the free version. And that's where it is key. The free version, it's where it's at, and you really want to use that free version. Now, in fairness, I didn't test the higher end tiers. And they do have more features, and they do have the ability to really drill down into the analytics as well as compare 2 different thumbnails to figure out which one's going to give you the better results. In YouTube, thumbnails are life for most things, and being able to compare 2 thumbnails directly to see which one is going to give you better results is going to be a great feature. But I happen to think that the higher end tiers are really for the channels that are out of that fledgling state, that are really almost like self-sufficient, that they're almost like a full-time job for a lot of those creators that are running those channels. And there, it is worth the time to drill down so much further and get into the nitty-gritty of thumbnails, analytics, which tags are going to be better, and really spend the hours, literally the hours needed to kind of take on that massive task. And I think that's where TubeBuddy shines, is the higher end of their tiers. Unfortunately, I just think their base level tier doesn't give you anything of value. Now, many of you were saying, well, $7, that's not a lot of money. And that's true, but you need to figure what else could you spend that $7 on every month to get you better content, whether it is a new microphone, a new camera, more, paying for soundtracks versus using the free soundtracks. There's a lot of things you can be spending your money on with regards to content creation and improving your videos. And frankly, if you're not careful, you can really go down a very dark well of spending a lot of money on this and that, only to find out that you're spending like a couple hundred a month on these type of features. So saving your money where it matters is key. I will say that if you are interested in TubeBuddy, I'm going to link my own affiliate code in the description of the video. It does help me out and it does support the channel, and that's what helps me kind of create this content and keep going on, is that revenue coming in allows me to test out different features to see which works for me and report back to you. So hopefully you can learn from my mistakes and maybe not have to pay that $7 to find out that it was a waste of time. If you've got one of the bigger channels, definitely consider the higher end tiers, because they do have more features, and that's really meant for people that are going to spend all that extra time on the analytics, that are putting out 2 to maybe 3 videos a week, and really it is literally a full-time job for them. If you've got any questions regarding TubeBuddy, drop them in the comments below and I'll get them answered. Let me know as well in the comments below what you are doing to get above the noise when it comes to YouTube with regards to your content, with regards to your videos. As usual, if you came this far in the video, give this video a like, hit that red subscribe button, and thank you so much for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.
This channel is dedicated to my life as a father of 2 wonderful children, and it centers around health, fitness, and all of the tricks and tribulations that I go through to try to be a great parent to my children and still accomplish my own personal goals.